Ahead this morning, season 24 of The Voice kicks off next week without longtime judge Blake Shelton. Hear how his replacement, country legend Reba McEntire, is adjusting to the judge's seat. And now here's Chanel Jones with a look at what else we have in store.
This morning on the third hour today, the zoo where they are practicing elephant yoga. It's a thing. Plus, actor Jamie Lynn Sigler live in Studio 1A, and we're sharing a fall astrology preview. That's all this morning on the third hour of Today.
All right, Chanel, thank you. We're almost to fall. Just the last few days left before we get there.
Almost.
Thanks for watching Early Today. I'm Frances Rivera.
And I'm Jessica Layton. Thanks for joining us this Wednesday. We will see you Thursday morning.
Edmonton, thank you for watching WNKY NBC 40.
Insurance companies have a favorite kind of accident victim. The ones that take the first offer and don't ask questions. So which kind are you? Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Can you guess this voice?
It's me, Kelly.
It is. It's Gwen Stefani. So how's it going at The Voice? Is it fun this season?
It's weird to be here talking to you. Like, I feel like I'm cheating on you or something.
Weekdays at 3 on NBC 40.
The Jennifer Hudson Show is here. Everybody put your hands together. I gotta talk to you now.
I left work to come.
You left work? They gonna see you. He's with me today. We're lighting up daytime, baby.
And you're gonna bless people every single day.
We're giving back, lifting each other up.
Something hits you in your heart.
We're doing it all. Yeah! Mama Hood, coming to the rescue.
Weekdays at 2 on WNKY NBC 40.
Here, filling in for Darius Mack once again. Now, today we are going to start off with cooler temperatures down into the mid-50s and low 50s and upper 40s, and even in some cases. But I'll let you know to see when we are going to have these really warm temperatures begin to work their way into our viewing area. But I'll have that in my 7-day forecast because News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise. Protecting your child is a parent's #1 concern. We'll see what officials say you should do to make sure your child is safe while in the car. Plus, we'll honor one local veteran in their decision to serve our country in this week's Voices of Honor. Then, it still feels like t-shirt weather outside, but many experts say now is the time to start your holiday shopping. We'll have some tips to save you some cash. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. Today is Wednesday, September 20th. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's start off with our top stories. We have new information about the robbery at the Shell IGA Express on Russellville Road in Bowling Green. We now know the name of both suspects. Take a look at these pictures. Bowling Green police say they arrested Derek Reynolds, but they are still searching for Michael Reynolds. BGPD says both men walked into the gas station around 11:30 Monday night, one carrying a knife and the other demanding money. BGPD says the store clerk handed over money and the men took off running from the store. Police say Derek Reynolds is currently in the Warren County Jail facing first-degree robbery. If you have any information about Michael Reynolds, you are asked to call BGPD or Crime Stoppers at 270-781-2583. And Republican candidate for governor Daniel Cameron appears to be softening his hardline opposition to abortion. In a recent interview with a Kentucky radio station, Cameron says he would support amending the state's abortion ban to add exceptions for terminating pregnancies caused by rape or incest. Cameron has supported the current law banning all abortions except when carried out to save a pregnant patient's life. But during the interview with WHAS-AM, Cameron signaled that if elected governor, he would be willing to sign legislation providing abortion exceptions for instances of rape or incest. Democratic Governor Andy Beshear's campaign says Cameron is trying to hide his well-established extreme views on this abortion issue. The general election is Tuesday, November 7th. And as the school year gets into full swing, there is still a need for bus drivers. This Saturday, Warren County Public Schools will be hosting a bus driver fair at their transportation center. The school district is hoping to meet potential new bus drivers and maybe even introduce the community to the profession of bus driving. You can even go for a test drive while you're there.
We're in a shortage, and we just want to encourage people to come out, and if they want to help us as a community to make our jobs easier, to transport our students every day, this is a great opportunity for them to come out and do that.
The district will have applications available at the event and will even offer sign-on bonuses for those who complete their training. And Potter Gray Elementary students got a big surprise Tuesday by learning they were selected to be a Blue Ribbon school. This award is given to less than 1% of schools in the country and is based on their academic achievement throughout the prior school year. Students were even able to have popsicles after the presentation as a treat. Principal Keith Brown was excited to learn this news and share it with the students.
It's a relief for me personally, because having that information, for a period of time, able to share that now and see the joy on their faces is really cool. Kids in every school building give their best every day, and to be able to recognize that, especially on something like this, with something like this at this level, it's pretty cool.
3 representatives from Potter Gray, including a teacher, Superintendent Gary Fields, and Principal Brown, will make a trip to Washington, D.C. later this year to accept the award. That was a first look at your top stories. Now let's send it over to weather anchor Noah Moore for a check of our forecast. Noah, how's it looking out there?
It's a little chilly, and some of us are even seeing a few clouds. But temperatures currently in and around the area, we are mainly seeing temperatures still into the mid-50s here. Glasgow, 54. Edmonton, 57. Same thing for Brownsville. And then Franklin down to our south is at a nice 53 degrees. Wind speeds are light and calm currently at the moment, but they are going to continue to increase as the day goes on, in and around 5 miles an hour. And radar, live look at radar, nothing too much here on radar, just a few ground clutter spikes. But as that does, and as that's going to happen, we're mainly going to have a mostly to partly clear day, with a few exceptions of these morning clouds as they roll in from the west. And the reason why we are seeing some of these clouds is because of these showers mainly out over here through parts of Arkansas and Missouri. Just the extra clouds of those are just going to be thrown our way here into the Ohio Valley. But we're kind of protected because we still have a high pressure system still in our atmosphere. But I'll have more on my 7-day forecast here after the break.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Dog Stay Out is South Central Kentucky's 5-paw rated dog resort. Whether for the day or a whole vacation, Dog Stay Out will keep your pets safe and loved. Dog Stay Out offers boarding, daycare, agility courses, positive reinforcement training, grooming, and more. With multiple packages to choose from, pamper your pup any way you see fit. Find out more at dgokY.com. Your dog's home away from home. Dogs Stay Out.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Car wreck? When you get Hughes & Coleman, it can make a big difference. Here's what I mean. Insurance offer, $3,000. Our result, $156,000. Insurance offer, $0. Our result, $385,000. Insurance offer, $300,000. Our result, $1 million. After an accident, if you want to get the money you deserve, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
Artists like you make our show special.
I would love you to be on my team.
That was the worst accent I've ever heard.
I don't know, Reba.
The Voice, Monday and Tuesday on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
You're the science guy.
That's Bill Nye. I'm actually the behavioral science guy. Are you familiar with predictable irrationality? Paradoxical persuasion, bereavement sex.
Nothing irrational about that.
The Irrational, Monday on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
The Warren County Public Library presents New York Times bestselling author J.A. Jance, Wednesday, September 27th at the Nicely Conference Center. Join us as Jance discusses her latest novel, Blessing of the Lost Girls, a Brady and Walker novel. Free tickets are available at warrenpl.org.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise. It's 7 minutes past the hour, and now time for Living Well, brought to you by Spring Hill Pharmacy. More than 700 children were killed in car accidents in the U.S. in 2021, and of those killed, more than 36% weren't properly buckled up, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. In honor of Child Passenger Safety Week, News 40's Morgan Hoover has 5 steps to keep kids safe in a vehicle. It's today's Health Minute.
They can greatly increase chances of survival in a crash, but car seats have to be properly installed. Safe Kids Worldwide says 5 steps can save a life. First, select the proper seat. Check labels to make sure it's the right one for your child. It varies based on age, weight, and height. And always follow manufacturer's instructions, not only for the car seat, but also for your vehicle.
The most important thing is to figure out how your either seatbelts or lower anchors lock.
Next, make sure your child is facing the proper direction. Keep babies rear-facing as long as possible until they've outgrown height and weight requirements.
The way that they're made, they help protect the baby's head, neck, and spinal cord until they get a little bit bigger.
Then move on to forward-facing with a harness, followed by a booster seat until the child can fit into a seatbelt. Third, focus on location. The back seat is always safest, as airbags can be dangerous to a child in a car seat. Next, adjust the harness appropriately. It should lay flat.
Those straps should come out about right at the shoulder level or slightly below for rear facing. If we have forward facing car seats with a harness, you want that right at or slightly above.
But follow manufacturer's guidelines, as the safest fit can vary with the car seat. And finally, make the seat snug.
Where you can't pinch the straps at the harness, and make sure there are no gaps in the rest of the harness either.
For WNKY News 40, I'm Morgan Hoover.
The FDA sends a drug maker back to the drawing board. ARS Pharmaceuticals' nasal spray called Neffy is a needle-free epinephrine that is aimed for people who suffer from severe allergies. Earlier this year, an independent branch of the FDA recommended the product be approved. However, on Tuesday, the deadline for the FDA to give the nod, the agency asked for additional information about Neffy, including more research on the repeat dosage of the drug. The president and CEO of ARS issued a statement saying the company was, quote, very surprised by this action, end quote. If Neffy does eventually get approved, it would be the first product of its type. Roughly 40 million Americans experience severe allergic reactions. Coming up next on News 40 Sunrise, we'll honor one local veteran and their decision to serve our country in this week's Voices of Honor.
Also, with these cool temperatures at night and warm temperatures during the day, I'll let you know, see how long these roller coaster temperatures are going to last here right after the break.
Wherever you are, we are with you. Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Spring Hill Pharmacy is excited to offer simple packaging called Smart Pack. Smart Pack is a convenient and safe way to take your medications. This is one of the most exciting things we have seen in pharmacy in the last 20 years. We put all of your medications in one package that covers any time of the day. No more vials, no more headaches. Let us help you make your life easier. Spring Hill Pharmacy, where helping people is what we do. Visit us on Russellville Road in Bowling Green.
What can moms do to build a good breast milk supply? Breastfeed early and often. Babies' eating patterns aren't always consistent. Feed whenever your baby is hungry. Follow your baby's hunger cues, such as making mouth movements and rooting for the breast. Removing milk from the breast tells the body to make more. Allow your baby to end the feeding and come off the breast on his own. If you have concerns about your infant's feeding or see signs of inadequate breast milk, contact a lactation professional and your healthcare provider.
Injured in an accident? Let Flora Tappan and Stewart fight the system for you. Get the results you deserve. What does it mean when Flora Tappan Stewart says fight the system? It means personal representation with top attorneys. We fight for you against big insurance and pay only if you win. So if you're injured, let Flora Tappan Stewart accident injury lawyers fight the system for you.
Wherever you are, we are with you.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise, and as always, thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:13 a.m. I'm Tommy Modesto. At 17, Minor Hall had to get permission from his mother to join the U.S. Navy. She didn't give it easily as World War II was waging across the globe. Minor Hall is this week's Voices of Honor, brought to you by Hospers Health.
It kind of goes back to the day that Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. At that time, I was pushing 14. And I determined then that I wasn't going to be drafted, that I would join as soon as I got to be 17. I had intended to join the Army. I saw a sailor walking down the street with a girl on each arm and a gold cross in his ear. And I thought, I don't think I'm going in the Army. I could feature myself as having a girlfriend in every port, but it didn't work out that way. But I did join the Navy. As soon as I was 17, I was at the recruiting office, and he said, well, you're going to have to get permission from your mother, and that was going to take some doing. I told her I wanted to join the Navy, and she would just say, no, absolutely not. You'll just have to wait to be drafted. I'm not signing you for going in the military. One day I told her, I said, well, and I lied. I told her that I've been talking to the Merchant Marines, and if you don't sign for me to join the Navy, I'm just going to leave home and join the Merchant Marines. And then she said, well, you win, okay. And we took off for Chicago. Went through the physical there, and I only weighed 119 pounds. He said, well, you don't weigh enough. We're going to send you back home. And I asked him if they would let me come back again the next day. And I'll eat a bunch of food between here now and then. I eat a lot. I eat candy bars, I eat meals, it's everything I can get my hand on. Anyway, the next day he'd weighed me, and he whispered to me, he says, you still don't weigh enough. He said, you really want to go? And I go in the Navy, and I said, yes, I do. And he said, well, he said, I'm going to lie for you. And so he put down I weighed more than I did. I was told I was going to China. That's when I got on the ship and heavily invested with rats and lousy, lousy food. But it was a 30-day journey across the ocean, and we ended up in Shanghai. And that was a heartbreaking time. Those people were dying of starvation. And we were throwing our garbage over the side, and they was jumping in the water to get it. They did work out a deal with them. All our good garbage would go in a garbage can, and the other stuff would go in another can. And they had people that let it come aboard and take it to feed the people with. But they had a war going on between the Red Chinese and the communists and the Free Nationalists. I was a machinist mate. First I was on deck, and then I was in an engine room, and then I became an electrician, and I got into communications. And after that, I was discharged in 1949. I worked in different places. I had jobs in Annapolis and at home. And I just wasn't happy working in 8-hour shifts or 12-hour shifts, whatever we were working. But I liked being outdoors, and I was inside all the time. And in Columbus, Ohio, there was a naval station called Port Columbus, and I decided to take a trip over there. Went into the commander and talked to him, and he said, well, Minor, said, we need a few good men. So I ended up being back in the Navy, but it was the Naval Reserve.
All right, time now is 6:16 in the morning. Temperatures are currently mainly into the mid-50s, just a little bit warmer than we were yesterday. Winds are light and calm as we start off the day as well, with our dew points mainly into the low 50s. Here's your tower camera here for parts of Butler County, and another beautiful clear sky. But further out in the distance, that's where you are going to be able to start seeing some of those higher level clouds in the atmosphere. But going into it, we are going to still have temperatures into the area, mainly into the 50s and low 60s, especially in some of the other rural areas as well. Here, Brownsville, 58 degrees, Litchfield, 51. Further out to the west here, Madisonville, that's where we are seeing temperatures at 57 degrees. Live radar currently showing nothing at all in our viewing area. Most of the action's happening way out west through parts of Missouri and Arkansas. Dew point temperatures, we are mainly seeing dew points into the 50s and low 50s here. Bowling Green, 52 degrees. In Hartford, we are seeing dew point temperatures at 54. So fairly, we are all mainly feeling very nice, very comfortable. And it's going to continue to be like that for the rest of the week as we start off during the days. Now, here's your other weather views here again, once again in Butler County with those higher level clouds at 52 degrees. Here over at Warren County at the Kentucky Farm, you can start seeing some of those isolated patches of fog, especially out here at the Kentucky Farm. Very beautiful, very cool sight to see with temperatures into into the low 50s at 53 degrees. Now here's the bigger picture. We still do have a warm front way off to our north through parts of Wisconsin and right above Lake Michigan. But here for us, down here in the Ohio Valley region, that's where we are still seeing higher level clouds continuing to move their way into the area. But further out to the west, this is just a low pressure system that's generating more showers and thunderstorms through parts of the Plains states. Now going into your futurecast, this may show you that we will still have more clouds continue to move into the area, but temperatures are going to bump up into the mid 80s, maybe even around 86 degrees, especially during the peak heating of the day. But further out to the west, if you have any plans to go out to the west near Paducah or anything like that, that's where you could run into a few isolated showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder. But as we go into Thursday, I know the model is depicting that we could still see a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms, but that's basically what they could possibly be. Some quick pop-up shower and thunderstorm activity on the more garden variety side. We're not really expecting anything severe at this current time. But as we go into Friday, early in the morning, temperatures are going to be nice, cool, and comfortable. But as we go into the next 6 to 10 days, we are going to be above normal with our temperatures, and it's just going to feel more like summer or more like summer and spring than it will fall. As we go into fall is Saturday right there at 82 degrees. Today, temperatures are going to feel nice and comfortable at 82 degrees, a little warm out there with partly cloudy skies. Tonight, temperatures are going to dip down into the mid 50s at 54 degrees, partly to mostly clear skies, maybe a few exceptions of seeing some isolated clouds, and we are going to be nice and cool. Going into your 7-day forecast, sponsored by Deborah Bros and Attorneys at Law. As we go right into Food Truck Friday, temperatures are still going to remain into the mid 80s, but as we go right into the first day of fall, temperatures are going to be still summer-like as we go right into the weekend. We'll be right back.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Daniel Cameron says it's
one of the first things I will do as governor.
Bringing back former Governor Matt Bevin's ruthless Medicaid plan, threatening to take away coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians, punishing working parents, putting rural hospitals in danger of shutting down.
This sounds very similar to something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely.
Denying people coverage, devastating rural health care.
Something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely.
Cameron's absolutely wrong for Kentucky.
Whoa! Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss, fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. New customers, download the app now to get $200 in bonus bets when we go live. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
Bowling Green International Festival, presented by Service One Credit Union, September 30th. Enjoy music, dance, displays, activities, food, and merchandise. Kids free. Buy tickets online half price. Save year-round with a restaurant discount card. Visit bginternationalfest.com for details.
Want the best seat to see the big game? Ford's can help, and it can be right in your home. This ultra-plush chaise rocking recliner features extra padded seats and full body support for only $5.99. Now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Kraft Heinz is voluntarily recalling more than 80,000 cases of individually wrapped American cheese slices. The company discovered that one of its wrapping machines allowed for thin strips of film to remain on cheese slices after the wrapper is removed, causing a choking hazard. The recall applies to 16-ounce and 3-pound multi-packs of Kraft Singles American pasteurized prepared cheese products with use-by dates in January 2024. Consumers can return the recalled products to the store for an exchange or refund. If you're looking to make some extra cash for the holidays, several major retailers are hiring seasonal workers. Amazon says it wants to bring in roughly 250,000 employees in cities across the U.S. Target is hoping to hire around 100,000 workers, and Macy's announced it wants to employ around 38,000 workers. And when it comes to the remote versus in-office debate, just over 2/3 of Americans say they're required to commute more than they'd like. That's according to a new survey from Fiverr. The same percentage of people also believe they could finish their work in 4 days versus a 5-day work week. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Fall has yet to officially start, but some people are already thinking about holiday gifts. Michael George explains why.
It's still t-shirt weather, but the Christmas Cottage is open for business in Manhattan, giving shoppers a jump on the holidays. And they're not alone. A survey from Bankrate finds 12% of Americans are buying gifts this month, and another 12% already started in August. Shopping early does have benefits, according to Bankrate's Ted Rossman.
In terms of spreading out your cash flow, giving you more time to research the best deals.
But most Americans plan to wait until October or later.
Unless there's something specific that I'm trying to get, and then I just might just keep an eye out for it.
It's September, a little early to start thinking about holiday shopping.
A lot early.
About 1 in 4 people plan to do most of their shopping in stores, but the majority are doing the bulk of their buying online, and they'll be searching for deals.
In recent years, major retailers like Amazon and Target and Walmart, they often roll out Black Friday type pricing in early October.
And 33% expect inflation to influence their shopping. 23% anticipate a strain on their budget. And 13% feel pressure to spend more than they're comfortable with. Dale Stenberg plans to stick to a budget.
They'll only get what the kids really want. Otherwise, it's a waste.
And others plan to be frugal.
We found that about 4 in 10 say that they're just simply going to buy less stuff. So that's kind of the ultimate holiday savings tip.
Another tip, avoid carrying a balance on credit cards because right now interest rates are over 20%.
All right, time now, 6:25 in the morning. Here's another look at your radar. Here throughout most of the Ohio Valley, nice and clear and dry at this current time. But further out to the west, a few of us may still see a few isolated showers, especially west of I-65. But we're remaining nice and dry here for parts of south central Kentucky. Now, here's your commuter forecast as we start the day for your AM drive. Temperatures are going to be nice and comfortable with temps into the mid-50s. And then as we get towards the lunchtime, that's when we are going to see temperatures begin to increase. But it's going to be nice and comfortable enough. And if you wanted to get lunch outside for today, it would be a really nice time to go ahead and do that. But during the PM drive, that's when we are going to see temps really increase into the low 80s. So it's going to be a little bit warm. Some people may even consider it kind of hot as you end the day today. But I'll have more on that here after the break.
Celebrate 3 years of winning all September long at the Mint Gaming Hall Kentucky Downs. Drive away in a brand new Subaru or win up to $500 in free play every Friday in September. Spin for a Subaru only at the Mint Gaming Hall Kentucky Downs.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
Get a little spooky with your favorite pup at the inaugural Pupkin 5K Run and Walk, October 28th at Buchanan Park. Sign up for early bird registration now and receive a free t-shirt and pumpkin. For more info, visit warrenpl.org.
You think life is short? Football is short. The regular season's just 18 weeks. That's it. So cherish every over and under before it's over on FanDuel. With live betting on every NFL game. Because before you know it, a cold night at the Buffalo Bills game will just be a cold night in Buffalo.
America's #1 sportsbook is heading to Kentucky. Get $100 in bonus bets when you sign up today. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise, and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
Win up to $5,000 cash with the Red Towel Drawings at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green every Friday in September at 6, 7, and 8 p.m. Red Towel Drawings only at the Mint Gaming Hall, proud partner of Western Kentucky University.
Good morning, everybody. Weather anchor Noah Moore here, and thank you for joining us. As we go throughout the rest of the day, temperatures are expected to increase into the mid-80s. So, and if you are going to walk out the door, probably go ahead and bring out that light sweater, maybe even that light jacket as you start the day. But we are going to continue to have warmer temperatures as we go throughout the rest of the day. But we'll have more on that because News 40 Sunrise continues right now.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's continue with our top stories. We have new information about the robbery at Shell IGA Express on Russellville Road in Bowling Green. We now know the name of both suspects. Take a look at these pictures. Bowling Green police say they arrested Derek Reynolds, but they are still searching for Michael Reynolds. BGPD says both men walked into the gas station around 11:30 Monday night, one carrying a knife and the other demanding money. BGPD says the store clerk handed over money and the men took off running from the store. Police say Derek Reynolds is currently in the Warren County Jail facing first-degree robbery. If you have any information about Michael Reynolds, you're asked to call BGPD or Crime Stoppers at 270-781-2583. And Republican candidate for governor Daniel Cameron appears to be softening his hardline opposition to abortion. In a recent interview with Kentucky radio station, Cameron says he would support amending the state's abortion ban to add exceptions for terminating pregnancies caused by rape or incest. Cameron has supported the current law banning all abortions except when carried out to save a pregnant patient's life. But during the interview with WHAS-AM, Cameron signaled that if elected governor, he would be willing to sign legislation providing abortion exceptions for instances of rape and incest. Democratic Governor Andy Beshear's campaign says Cameron is trying to hide his well-established extreme views on the abortion issue. The general election is Tuesday, November 7th. And as the school year gets into full swing, there is still a need for bus drivers. This Saturday, Warren County Public Schools will be hosting a bus driver fair at their transportation center. The school district is hoping to meet potential new bus drivers and maybe even introduce the community to the profession of bus driving. You can even go for a test drive while you're there.
We're in a shortage, and we just want to encourage people to come out, and if they want to help us as a community to make our jobs easier, to transport our students every day, this is a great opportunity for them to come out and do that.
The district will have applications available at the event and even offer sign-on bonuses for those who complete their training. And Potter Gray Elementary students got a big surprise Tuesday by learning they were selected to be a Blue Ribbon school. This award is given to less than 1% of schools in the country and is based on their academic achievement throughout the prior school year. Students were even able to have popsicles after the presentation as a treat. Principal Keith Brown was excited to learn this news and share it with the students.
It's a relief for me personally because having that information, for a period of time, able to share that now and see the joy on their faces is really cool. Kids in every school building give their best every day, and to be able to recognize that, especially on something like this, with something like this at this level, it's pretty cool.
3 representatives from Potter Gray, including a teacher, Superintendent Gary Fields, and Principal Brown, will make a trip to Washington, D.C. later this year to accept the award. That was another look at your top stories. Now it's time to take a look at your pet of the day.
It's time now for your pet of the day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. I'm Noah Fairburn, and I'm here with Cricket, a 1-year-old bunny rabbit. He was found as a stray, and he is very calm and loves to be cuddled. So come down to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society and adopt Cricket today.
I love it. Cricket is a rabbit.
Oh my God, he's so soft. Look at those eyes,
so
those ears.
Sweet. Oh my gosh, if you need a bunny rabbit in your life named Cricket, You need to go adopt him today.
Cricket hops around.
I get it. I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, Cricket needs a forever home. You can adopt him today from the Bowling Green, Warren County Humane Society.
Well, we're gonna hop from one thing, we're gonna hop to the weather. Now, as we go throughout the rest of the day, we are gonna experience temperatures mainly into the 80s today, but the start of the day is gonna feel nice and comfortable. But I'll have more on that here in my 7-day forecast after the break.
Pictionary. Every weekday, Pictionary on NBC 40.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters.
They're able to help the shelter in such an easy way.
It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well. It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
Morgan & Morgan is not only America's largest injury law firm, we're also the only injury law firm in the world with lawyers licensed in all 50 states. With dedicated attorneys focused on personal injury, medical malpractice, insurance disputes, and many others, we have a 30-year track record of getting results for clients just like you. So wherever you are, whatever you need, our firm is ready to take your call. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
We're all born with the good in us. We're all in need of love. Dreams get torn, but we stand up, making a change that is calling us. Beautiful world, beautiful people, boys and girls, we're all made equal. So clap your hands, get up and dance. Beautiful world, beautiful people.
The Jennifer Hudson Show is here.
I left work to come.
You left work? They gonna see you. He's with me today. We're lighting up daytime, baby.
You're gonna bless people every single day.
We're giving back, lifting each other up.
Something hits you in your heart.
We're doing it all.
Weekdays at 2 on WNKY, NBC 40.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us once again. Temperatures are going to be nice and comfortable. Here's a view outside here at Warren County, Kentucky Farm. You can see off into the distance, all that right there, that's all fog still present here for the time being, and that's going to be the main story as we go throughout the rest of the week. With these cooler temperatures, we are going to have really nice, really cool picturesque areas of patchy areas of fog. But temperatures right now here in Scottsville, 59 degrees, getting to that 60-degree mark. But further off to the east in Edmonton, temperatures are into the mid to upper 50s at 56, and then further off to the west in Woodbury, 52 degrees. Wind speeds, they're mainly light and calm at this current time, and they're going to remain that for most of the day. But live radar, nothing too much on the radar. We're really seeing nice dry conditions, but we are still seeing isolated clouds, especially further out to the west. But as that's going to continue to happen, we are going to remain rain-free. But we're going to toss it over to Ashley.
Thank you, Noah. It's time now for your Wednesday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And with me in studio this morning is Logan Locke, here to talk all about how you can participate in a 24-hour ultra marathon. Logan, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, this sounds crazy. 24 hours of a marathon. What is this?
Yeah, so this race, it's really unique. Like you said, it's a 24-hour ultra marathon. So essentially, everybody lines up in the Hot Rod Stadium here in Bowling Green, and you run for 24 hours. So you can do it solo as a 24-hour runner, 12-hour runner, or in a team relay with 4 people if you have 3 other people that want to be crazy with you.
And it's so exciting because, again, you're running constantly. And there are people, they're called, ultra marathoners, right? For someone that runs this long, because what, a traditional marathon is 26 miles?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anything over that.
So anything over that. So people really can, the options are endless. The miles are endless.
Yeah, exactly. So, there's people that will run 100+ miles, and because it's a flat surface and it's all cement, so the terrain isn't really going to be a factor. It's going to be how far you can push yourself, and that can be anywhere from 26 miles or 100 miles.
And as you said, you can sign up as a solo runner, you can have a relay. So are you still taking signups and registrations for people to run?
Yeah, absolutely. This race is benefiting Curbside Ministry, so we're taking signups until the day of, and we're down to under 30 spots left, but you can sign up for the race still at hotrodultra.com.
So what can people expect when they're there at the race besides running?
Yeah, so this year it's a little bit different because we have a very special guest. He's an ultramarathon runner, former Navy SEAL. He's coming the night before the race, and then the day of the race, he's going to come and log some miles, really firing people up. You can expect to run for 24 hours, and we're going to have a bunch of great volunteers out there handing out snacks, handing out hydration, and it's just going to be an awesome day. We're going to have the stadium lights on, music running, Jumbotron on, so it's going to be a really cool party for 24 hours.
Definitely, and for those that don't know, at Bowling Green Ballpark, it's a 360 concourse, so you can really run around the whole concourse, and so 3 laps is a mile. So yeah, going all the way around, I mean, that's exciting because it's a different kind of atmosphere. Usually when you think of running, you're, running, one journey, but you get to stay in this contained area, and I hear just the cheering and the cheerleading from, outside guests. It's just awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's a really cool environment, and it's totally different from other races because it's lit up the whole time. Like you said, it's a really intimate setting because you can see the runners the whole time. It's a 0.31 mile loop, so it's just a totally different environment, but a really, really fun one.
So if people want to get signed up for the ultramarathon, how can they do so?
Yeah, so they can go to www.hotrodultra.com. You can sign up for our pre-race event the night before or the race right there at the website, and you can donate to Curbside Ministries too.
That's amazing. Well, it's going to be a really fun night and day, a fun 24 hours. But Logan, thank you for being here and sharing, and hope we'll see some people out to run an ultramarathon.
Yeah, we'll see you for 24 hours.
Sounds wonderful. That was a look at this morning's Sunrise Spotlight, and when we return, weather anchor Noah Moore is back with a full look at this morning's forecast. Stay with us.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher. Every Tuesday evening, now through October, from 5 to dusk, come join us and go cruising for a cure. Rev up for fun, fellowship, and cool cars. Cruise on in behind Brewster's Real Ice Cream on Scottsville Road in the Southern Lanes parking lot. We're raising money for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, the Alzheimer's Association, and Hospice of Southern Kentucky. Join us now for Cruisin' for a Cure. Presented by J.C. Kirby & Son Funeral Chapels.
Have big dreams for your space? When looking for home decor ideas, you want BG Home Furnishings.
BG Home Furnishings designers are here to bring your dream home to life with one-on-one design help. Personalized advice from the best has never been this easy, accessible, and valuable. The BG at Home team handpicks from over 100 brands to create a selection of furniture and home decor that is tailored to your style.
Call us today to set up your free in-home design consultation.
Morris Jewelry is this area's independent and trusted source for diamonds. We're an experienced direct diamond importer, and custom design is our specialty. With diamond engagement rings starting at $33 per month, our prices can't be beat.
Enjoy a great lunch with a different food truck every week and help support our local charities.
Join us for Food Truck Fridays at the Tidballs parking lot on Chestnut Street. Part of your lunch purchase will be donated to a local nonprofit by Flora Templeton Stewart and our food trucks.
Food Truck Friday has collected over $10,000, making a difference in our community.
Brought to you by the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
All right, time now is 6:41, and thank you for joining us once again. Right now, temperatures are feeling a little cool and chilly at the current time at 55 degrees. Winds are light and calm, and our humidity levels are at 89% with our dew point at 52 degrees. Now, as we get right into it, temperatures in and around the area, we are going to expect temps into the 50s at this current time. But first, we're going to take a look at our Butler County tower camera. It's a very beautiful start to the day with all that greenery as we start the day today. But temperatures in and around the area, we're mainly going to see temps into the 50s. Here in Munfordville, 53, Hartford, 56. Further down to our west here in Hopkinsville, we're seeing temperatures at a nice, comfortable 54 degrees. A live look at your radar, nothing too much on the radar at this current time. But further out to the west, we are expecting more showers and thunderstorms, but we are going to be nice and dry here in south central Kentucky. Dew point temperatures are mainly into the 50s here throughout most of us. Here, Scottsville, 56 degrees is our dew point temperature. Hardinsburg, further up to the north, is at a nice 55 degrees. So with that being said, we are feeling very comfortable with our mugginess, but we're really going to stay that way as we go throughout most of the week, going right into the weekend. Now, here's some of your weather views here. Once again, in Butler County, temperatures 52 degrees. Here in Warren County at the Warren County Kentucky Farm, 53 degrees with some patchy fog still present, but looking off further to the west, that's where we are starting to see some of these clouds begin to fill in as they come in from the west and southwest. But once again, here's the bigger picture. Here's where we are seeing most of these clouds continue to move in out of the west, southwest, moving into our area. But we are experiencing still cooler conditions as we start off the day. But further off to the west, that's where we are expecting to still see more showers and thunderstorms. But going into your futurecast, going into it, we are going to see temperatures begin to really increase into the 80s, mid 80s today, with isolated areas of clouds for the majority of us. But then as we go throughout the evening hours, these clouds once again should become a little bit thicker. So we're going to see more isolated showers and thunderstorms further off to the west. And it really wouldn't even surprise me that some of our western counties could still see a few isolated showers. But overall, it's not a washout. But here's on Thursday, tomorrow, during the peak heating of the day, we could possibly see a really small risk of seeing some isolated showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder, but we're not expecting anything severe. But as that happens, we could continue to see some of these clouds begin to dissolve away by Friday. And Friday is shaping up to be a very beautiful day. But going into your Climate Prediction Center, we are going to still be much above normal for the next couple of days. And that is depicted right here in our next four. We're going to see temperatures into the 80s as we go right into Friday. Now today, temperatures are going to be a little bit warmer than they were yesterday, 82 degrees with partly cloudy skies and warm temperatures. Tonight, temperatures are expected to dip down into the 50s. 54 degrees is going to be our temperature for tonight. But going into your 7-day forecast sponsored by Deborah Bros and Attorney at Law, as we go right into fall, we are going to see summer-like temperatures. And as we go right into that, we could still even see more showers and thunderstorms going right into next week. But happy birthday to anybody out there, because we're going right into Selkie's Birthday Club.
I made it to college football as a walk-on. None of the scholarship, but all the hard work. It wasn't glamorous, but it taught me to leave it all on the field. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor. Andy Beshear has failed us. He locked our schools and unlocked our jails. We can do better. I'm Daniel Cameron. I'm leaving it all on the field so the next generation inherits a quality education system, safer communities, and more prosperous families. Join me, and let's go win this thing.
At Brewster's, we believe life is a celebration. Don't limit yourself to birthdays or holidays. Create a custom cake anytime. Our creamy homemade ice cream catapults the ordinary into the extraordinary. Treat yourself today at Brewster's.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby. Come back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, ma'am.
Let there be light, ma'am. Looks like she finally called JB.
BG Home Furnishings is proud to be the official furniture supplier of WKU Athletics. Come on.
We love to support our Tops and our Tops fans.
Get a little spooky with your favorite pup at the inaugural Pumpkin 5K Run and Walk, October 28th at Buchanan Park. Sign up for early bird registration now and receive a free t-shirt and pumpkin. For more info, visit warrenpl.org.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
Welcome into sports. We got plenty of high school action to catch up on over at the Pit. Bowling Green boys soccer hosted South Warren in a district rivalry matchup. First half finished scoreless, but after an electric second half, Bowling Green came out on top 3-2. They will be hosting Owensboro this weekend before their final regular season match of the year next week. And to the Hill now as WKU Soccer's Katie Irwin won Conference USA's Offensive Player of the Week. Irwin led the team against Middle Tennessee State with 2 goals as the Tops earned a win, and the forward raised her season goals to a total of 4. The team will continue conference play on Sunday as they travel to Alabama to take on Jacksonville State at 1 p.m. And WKU football team, well, it suffered its first loss of the season over the weekend to Ohio State. Tops will take on Troy University in Alabama this Saturday at 11 a.m. before beginning their conference slate. Head coach Tyson Helton spoke on how the team is putting the loss behind them.
Evaluating them on film, they're just as good, if not better, this year. Great challenge for our football team. Again, another one that I think our guys are excited to play. What a great opponent to play. They got a great atmosphere down there. Very, very much looking forward to the opportunity to getting to play them.
That's Look at Sports, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Maxwell. It is now time for this week's What's Brewing at the Ballpark. And actually, I think we know what's brewing at the ballpark. We just heard it.
Yeah.
A 24-hour ultra marathon. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that.
The whole front office staff is just, it's wild to think about because we're like, these people run around the ballpark. Because again, like I said, it's a 0.31 mile loop.
Yeah.
So 3 laps is a mile. But the energy in the stadium cheering these people on is like second to none.
I bet.
It's like you're at a baseball game because it's so exciting. I mean, these people are running like hundreds of miles.
Yeah.
And we have people coming in from all over the country for this. Because I don't know how many ultramarathons there are in the country, but not a whole lot. So a lot of people come in. And there was a guy in his 80s that competed last year.
80s?
Yes.
Oh my.
So I mean, ultramarathoners are ultra athletes. So that's really exciting. And then, you know, we look to October, and of course it's spooky season. Halloween's around the corner. But we've got Blockbusters at the Ballpark coming up on October 14th. So that's community education. Always a good time coming out and watching a movie. I think that one's Top Gun Maverick. That's what's coming to the ballpark. Yeah, we'll have to see. And then, of course, my favorite, Bourbon and Brew Fest coming back, the 8th annual to the ballpark. October 21st, and it's just a great day. It's fun to bring different people into the ballpark. You know, some people may not be baseball fans or they just don't get out to a game, so this is a way for them to come to the stadium, enjoy your friends, enjoy really good, you know, bourbons and craft beers, local vendors, food trucks, and then for Halloween, we've got D93's Rockin' Trick or Treat to trick or treat around the ballpark.
I can't believe it's already spooky season.
I know.
I can't believe it.
But I love it because it's almost officially fall. So we got to kick off with all the fun outdoor things at the ballpark. That's not baseball.
You can really feel it. You can really feel fall coming. All right, well, that's what's happening at the ballpark, or what's brewing at the ballpark. When we come back, Weather Anchor Noah Moore will have a check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe. No exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met. No excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes and Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
Whoa! Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget to eat your wings. You made my wings cold, DraftKings. Flailing your arms like you can disrupt the free throw. Miss Fool! And a home run will have you crying like it's the birth of your child. I'm so happy.
DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to Kentucky. New customers, download the app now to get $200 in bonus bets when we go live. Because life's more fun when you're in on the action. The crown is yours.
Yeah.
There are so many different ways that you can volunteer at Hope Harbor. I am a part of the fundraising committee. I'm a hospital advocate, so I'm able to be there for those survivors. There is no one else that does this type of work like we do when we go to the hospitals and support those survivors.
The work that I do through Hope Harbor means really everything to me. Being a survivor myself, the organization allows me to provide the care and the support that I wasn't afforded.
There are so many ways to help Hope Harbor accomplish their mission, ending sexual violence.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
More local news now. Not your typical school bus is driving into town. The Little Learners Bus is up and running for the fall, offering kids a unique way of learning. News 40 reporter Carlisle Coppins has more details on this fun bus.
Warren County Public Schools' Little Learners Bus is on the road to readiness and offering a learning opportunity for children 0 to 5 across the county.
To be able to have another aspect of an educational experience is very exciting for Warren County, and to be able to go out, to be able to have a resource to learn those social, emotional learning aspects. It's a very exciting time and a great way to go ahead and hit those concepts before they head into kindergarten.
Meeting the Little Learners Bus on a stop along its route also gives children the chance to interact with new friends that they might meet in the classroom.
They were definitely excited. They'd never been to the bus before today, and so I was like, hey, we're gonna go see a school bus. They're like, oh, a school bus. And then once we walked in and they saw there's different activities, they're probably gonna not be happy with me when it's time to go.
The Little Learners Bus merges fun and education while creating a unique experience for families and children preparing for elementary school.
For people that, they might not have that opportunity at home to have these educational opportunities, and so they can go somewhere and someone that's knowledgeable can help them know how to teach their child better at home.
Hargett says that she's excited to be back in the community and preparing preschoolers for kindergarten and helping parents find success in becoming their child's first teacher. In Warren County, because local matters, Carlisle Coppins, WNKY News 40.
All right, another look at your commuter forecast. As we start the day today, temperatures are going to be nice and comfortable with temps into the mid-50s for your AM drive. But during the lunch run, that's when temperatures are really going to increase into the low 80s with temperatures in and around 80 degrees with partly to mostly cloudy skies with some of the areas, especially further out to the west. But going into the PM drive, we are expected to still have a little bit few more clouds out there, but temperatures are still going to be up there into the mid-80s as we start the day, or as we end the day, as we go throughout the rest of the week. But I'll have more on that in my last final forecast after the break.
Do you have bricks cracking, doors and windows sticking, or cracks in your drywall? USS is here to help. Changing weather conditions cause the soil around your home to shift and your foundation to settle, compromising your home's structural integrity. USS can stabilize and even lift your foundation with our customized piering solutions, all backed by a transferable lifetime warranty. Visit USS-KY.com for a free estimate.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
And done.
Can we just call my dad now?
Gorilla Glue.
Of course. Gorilla Glue is incredibly strong and versatile, even outdoors. For the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Without the right start to your day, your morning could hit a wall.
Is he okay?
I got it. Belvita breakfast biscuits are baked with slow-release carbs and provide steady morning energy to help you rise and thrive.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Name the sexiest bald man alive. Steve Harvey. Oh, God, I was scared I wasn't going to be up there.
A new season of Family Feud starts September 25th.
Morgantown, thank you for watching WNKY NBC 40.
This fall weather, we were just talking about it, but you guys were talking about this tornado that happened out in Kansas. In Kansas.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the second season actually, especially during like the transitional periods from summer to fall, or from summer into winter, the middle period like fall. And same thing happens during the springtime, going from winter into summer. It's the second season.
It's the battle of the cool weather and the warm weather.
Exactly. But like, you know, like, just if you don't like it, just wait 10 minutes.
That's
you know?
I mean, but it really shows that you always have to be weather aware because you never know what could possibly happen.
Exactly, because we know out of all people in the area to always stay prepared, especially during the winter months, because you can always get severe weather during the winter months. But going into it, though, we can not see any severe weather for this upcoming week. But going into next week, though, we could still see a few showers and thunderstorms as we take a look into some of the 7-day forecast into early next week. That's when we could still see it. But for the time being, though, as we finish out the week, it's going to be nice, comfortable, sunny conditions as we go right into the weekend, right into fall. But it's not really going to feel like fall as
Look, Friday is the first official day of fall, really, right?
Yeah. Saturday.
For the ultra marathon, all these ultra marathoners will get to run in the most perfect fall weather.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, and especially when they start off during the morning hours, it's gonna be a nice, cool run. You know,
it's the best way.
You know what I noticed yesterday for the first time was that some of the leaves started to change colors. There was one tree that I saw on my way back home that started to have some red in there. Oh, I cannot wait for the beautiful colors to really start coming out.
And just going to like all the pumpkin patches and like Jackson's Orchard picking apples. Oh, it's the best.
It's going to be. It's
my favorite time of year.
Correct?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have amazing weather for that as we go right into the weekend for the first official day of fall on Saturday. But as we round out towards the weekend, temperatures are gonna still be into the 80s, so expect to still wear short sleeves, jeans, and maybe some shoes. But going into next week, though, that's when we are expecting to have more showers and thunderstorm possibilities.
All right, thank you, Noah, and thank you all for joining us this morning. We look forward to seeing you all right back here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. But stick around because your network news is